He came in smelling like midnight gin, with trumpet lips and trouble grin. He tipped his hat, I crossed my legs, and fate poured out on shiny cakes. He said, "You got a name, Miss Sweet?" I said, "They call me Velvet on Bourbon Street." The band played hard, the lights turned low, and honey, that's when I let go. Velvet on Bourbon Street, don't cry. She sways, she sings, she waves goodbyes. She lives between the sacks and sin, where every love begins, then spins. You'll kiss her once, then feel the heat, but you can't keep velvet on Bourbon Street. He danced like rain on an old tin roof. His words were slow, but none true. We laughed till dawn, we drank like fire, but jazz burns fast with sweet desire. He said he'd stay, he took my key and left with nothing but melody. I lit a smoke and fixed my hair, velveted on Bourbon Street, don't break. She sips her blues, she fakes the ache. She sings for men with worn out shoes, and lovers who got nothing to lose. You'll dream her name, you'll taste her beat, but you can't hold velvet on Bourbon Street. Maybe someday I'll take that train, head north where nobody knows my name. But till that brass band hits its last, I'll drown my past in every glass. He don't dance, no fancy feet. He taps too slow, he skips the beat. His shoulders sway like drunken jazz. His rhythm's wild, but not half bad. He steps on toes and hums off key, but baby, still he moves me. He missed the fox, he missed the swing, but turned my heart into a spring. He don't dance, but he moves me right, like a tune too loose, but played just right. He's got no groove, he's got no flair, but honey, I float when he's near air. Band can play the floor, can shine, but I just move when his hand finds mine. He don't know how to dip or spin, but still he pulls me deep within. No Charleston step, no jitter flare, just quiet sparks beneath his stare. No one would watch us on that floor, but I never felt such more. The trumpets laugh, the dancers glide, but I just lean into his tide. He don't dance, but he moves me whole, like a broken waltz that feeds the soul. He's off the beat, he cuts the line. Lord, his arms feel so divine. You can have Fred Astaire for free. I'll take that man who just moves me. They say romance is step and grace, but I see stars in that man's face. And when he sways like summer rain, my heels forget the ballroom's name. He don't dance and I don't care. We've got our own tune in the air. So let them twirl and snap their shoes. We found a rhythm we can't lose. No charts, no steps, no need to be. He don't dance, but he moves me. Way past the graveyard, past the tracks where angels swing with broken backs. There's a door that glows in red and gold, where every soul's got a story told. They say the band plays loud and true, and plays all night for folks like you. You knock just once, the door swings wide, and every heart begins to slide. Welcome to Juke Joint Heaven, child, where the saints sing blues and the devils smile, where trumpets shine and the tears burn sweet, and sinners dance with holy feet. No pearly gates, no golden thrones, just jukebox souls and saxophones. The barkeep pours from jars of light, the jukebox hums like Saturday night. There's Miss Lorraine with her feathered boa, and Deacon James in his old fedora. They left the world but kept the beat. Now swing forever on Glory Street. You don't need wings, you don't need prayer, just one good groove to find you there. Welcome to Juke Joint Heaven, baby, where every note forgives the maybe, where gospel meets that in sturdy brass, and even Even heartbreak learns to know halos here. No robes, no crowns, just sacks and skirts and joyful sound. The preacher sings in 12-bar time, and every soul arrives in rhyme. They say when love just hurts too bad, you find that beat you never had. So when I'm gone, don't cry, don't wait. Just find that door near heaven's gate, where rhythm heals and sorrow spins, and music's where the afterlife begins. Don't look for peace in clouds above. I'll be in juke joint heaven, making love to jazz and joy and swing and song, in the place where broken hearts belong. The dress is silk, the night is loud, the lights are low, the crowd is proud. The piano plays some minor scheme, and I sit here without a dream. I ask the barman, make it clean. He stirred my soul with olive green. But baby, when you don't appear, even gin starts tasting queer. There ain't no moon in my martini, no stars to toast, no love to lead me, just vodka chill in empty glass, and memories that never pass. You promised stars in silver tone, but now I sip this night alone. I wore the red you said you crave. I crossed my legs, I tried to brave. The string bass hums, the candles sink, but nothing burns as bad as drink. You call me darling, summer's light, now into clinks, and every night the sax just moans, the shaker cries, and I just smile with smoky eyes. There ain't a room in my martini, no jazz to spin, no hand to redeem me, just broken ice and cherry lights that melt like you and my goodbyes. The bubbles fade, the glass sweats pain, and every sip just spells your name. Maybe I'll leave, or maybe stay. This bar don't close till hearts obey. But darling, if you walking slow, I'll order us a round of no. There ain't no moon in my martini, no kiss to chase, no line to clean me. So cheers to love that slips and tears, and nights that sting but still fair. The stars are gone, but I'll be fine, with lipstick on engine for spine. He missed his cue, he missed my hand. He skipped town with a wedding band, left me in heels, heart full of brass, with lipstick smeared on broken glass. But when the drummer gave that sign, I snapped my fingers, made it mine. The mic was hot, the crowd was cold, but scat came out like painted gold. She's the girl who scattered alone, turned her tears into saxophone. No need for vows, no need for rings. She filled the room with bada bing. He ran off with the melody. She's found the key. The spotlight cracked, the stage went still. I felt the ache, I felt the chill. But then I heard that upright bass, and threw a smile across my face. I didn't cry, I didn't plead. I scattered pain like I was free. They clapped in time, they swayed their heads while I stitched jazz from love gone dead. She's the girl who scattered alone, built her chorus from broken tone. He gave her blues, she gave back fire, improvised her own design. No backup plan, no harmony, just scat and sass and victory. So I asked, where'd your man go? I say he left and I stole the show. No need to love her when swing is tight. I scat my sorrow every night. She's the girl who scattered alone, turned goodbye into microphone. She lost his touch but found her voice, and made that crowd her second choice. So if you leave, don't turn your head. She's swinging strong where heartbreak bled. Keep the lights dim, the window closed. The world outside just moved, I suppose. I sit with silence in my lap and reach for notes I used to trap. My voice won't rise, my lips won't speak, but there's a reed that knows I'm weak. So I lift the bell and press my breath, and tell my heart through tones of death. It's a clarinet confession in the night, where every sigh escapes in flight. I can't explain what went all wrong, so I play it soft, but play it long. If love could live in trembling air, you'd hear me say, I'm still right there. The keys are cold, but so is truth, and darker still than lost youth. You left without a backward glance, but music gives me one more chance. Each note I play is half of me, still looking for the you in me. So when the world won't take my plea, I let the clarinet speak free. It's a clarinet confession in the dark, where melody relights the spark. No letters, tears, or angry line, just breath that shapes what fate declines. And if you hear it, don't reply, just know I meant to say goodbye. Some truths don't live in voice or name, but flow through notes too tired for blame. And I didn't cry, I didn't beg, I blew the sorrow through my legato leg. It's a clarinet confession, soft and slow, for every word I couldn't show. The song may fade, the air grow thin, but every phrase still holds you in. So when you feel a whispering in, it's not the wind, it's me, my dear. He polishes his shoes before the show, hides the cracks so no one knows. The spotlight hits, he takes his stance and spins into a dreamlike dance. But every click beneath the tune is time to mask a love marooned. The floorboards never ask you why, they just receive the beat and lie. Tap shoes and teardrops in the wings, he smiles wide while sorrow sings. Each heel a promise, each toe a plea, to dance away we used to be. No curtain call can cleanse the stink of tap shoes and teardrops echoing. The crowd applauds, the rhythm rolls, but backstage tells the truer roles. He counts the beats, he hides the ache, but every shuffle makes him break. She left mid-step, the pas de deux, now every number's mistuned. He twirls the grief, he spins the pain in glitter shoes that feel like chains. Tap shoes and teardrops, silent cry. He triple steps through last goodbyes. He slides through hope, he leaps through doubt, while no one sees the falling out. The music plays, but not for free. It costs him love and dignity. They see the shine, they miss the fall. they'd see the trick, not who gave all. But when he bows and turns to black, he leaves his heart upon the track. Tap shoes and teardrops on the floor. She's gone, but he still hears her score. So night by night he taps alone, each step a line she once had known. He won't move on, he'll just repeat, with teardrops tied to dancing feet. The words are near, I feel them burn. Your eyes look left, there's no return. You fold your hands, I sip my wine. The silence taps in 3/4 time. But if you're leaving, do it right. Just give me one more dance tonight. Don't say the lines, don't kill the tune. Just lead me slow beneath the moon. Swing me out of this goodbye. Spin me once before we cry. Don't end this love with shattered lines. Just hold my waist and mark the signs. Let's make this heartbreak smooth and slow. One final dance before you go. We used to glide through crowded floors. Now all that's left are closing doors. Band still plays our favorite song, but now it sounds a note too long. So take my hand, let's twirl our pain and waltz this farewell down the train. Let's not collapse, don't captain. Let's not collapse, let's not collapse. Let's not collapse, let's find a rhythm in the gaps. Swing me out of this goodbye, turn our tears into reply. Don't make this end a static break, just dance me through the love we fake. The music knows how hearts can bend, so swing me slow into the end. And when the final beat goes still, don't kiss, don't speak, just let me feel that once we danced, that once we tried and swayed apart without the pride. Swing me out of this goodbye, let go with grace, not reasons why. You lead, I'll follow, even now let music teach us how to bow. So turn then step then disappear, but swing me once like you were near. My baby left me Tuesday morn, took the cat, the coat, and half the corn. The roof is leaking, rent is due. My best high heels lost one of two. But I still strut down Jackson Lane, 'cause my old banjo feels no pain. It don't cry, don't moan, don't stew. It just strums sweet like nothing's new. Banjo ain't blue, though I might be. It keeps on laughing back at me. No matter what the world might do, it's out of tune, but right on cue. So let 'em frown and raise a fuss. That banjo's got more joy than us. I lost my job, I burned in the beans. My dog ran off with tambourines. My landlord's wife just crashed my bike. My mother says I'm not her type. But when I pluck that open string, even sorrow starts to swing. It don't need sense, it don't need word, just makes my blues sound kinda absurd. Banjo ain't blue, it never tries to sympathize with heavy sighs. It chuckles through my deep despair, like jazz with flowers in its hair. So if you see me humming true, it's just my banjo laughing too. Some folks find hope in fancy things, but I just lean on wooden strings. And when my heart forgets to shine, I let that banjo finish mine. Banjo ain't blue, it never breaks. It rattles on through my mistake. And when I'd lost all else I knew, it strums the truth in sky and shoe. So here's to love and busted luck. That banjo smiles and don't give what to. You said you'd write me something sweet, a page or two, a love complete. You packed your bags and left me dry, said wait for mail and kissed goodbye. The days went cold, the weeks went long, so I wrote back in swing and song. You gave me silence, stiff and plain. I gave you rhythm, jazz and flame. So scab me a letter if you dare, or do and don't you care. Don't sign your name, don't play it straight, just riff your guilt and syncopate. Forget the pen, forget the line. Just send your lines in 4/4 time. Your promises were half a note, vanished like a sinking boat. But baby, I've got lungs for days, and every wrong I scat and phrase. You left me blue, you left me flat, but I found fire in Zibazat. You dropped my heart in quiet rooms. I dropped my soul in brass and booze. So scat me a letter, pop it bold. Let your regrets be warm, not cold. No envelope, no postage due. Just let the groove deliver you. I'll read your truth between each break and do our pink and heartbreak shake. Pop, no return address. Zabazoo's using, confess that mess. But as he did, he skipped the foul. But I'm bebopping better now. So scat me a letter, loud and clear, with butter beat and retro cheer. Don't call, don't text, don't send a rose. Just riff the pain that silence chose. I'll take your lies and swing them high. So scat me once and say goodbye. She don't come round with rain or sun, no train, no phone, no 901. But strike a chord in major light, and suddenly she steps in sight. A little sway, a little smile, like music danced in human style. She won't respond to minor pain, but sing and see, and she'll remain. She's the lady in key of C, a walking song, a melody. She disappears in D or F, but finds her breath in notes I left. You won't see her with open eyes, but in that chord she synthesizes. She hums when I play late at night, when lamps are low and keys feel right. She sits atop my baby grand and taps her toe with ghostly hand. She whispers lyrics I forgot, then vanishes between the plot. She's not a dream, she's not a lie, she's just a chord I can't deny. She's the lady in key of C. She bends the air, she answers me. When I am lost, she brings the tune, like brass beneath a lover's moon. Don't try to chase or hold her tight, she only lives in proper light. You won't find her in photograph, She hides inside the music's math, and when I modulate away, she packs her shoes and won't stay. She's a lady in key of C. She comes when jazz sets rhythm free. So if you're lonely, let it be. Just play a chord and wait with me for her to rise, for her to sway. The lady who don't ever stay.
Low, the room's gone quiet, the light's gone thin. Your eyes ask why I can't begin. The sulkens are lips, the suitcase waits, the cab's outside, but some things left I haven't tried. You've said your you've closed the door, but darling, let me play once more. I won't ask for what we had, I just need sound to mend the sad. So one more solo, then I'll go. One last note before I know that love don't beg and time won't bend. The music's how I reach the end. Don't hold me close, don't say it slow. Just one more solo and I'll go. The band has left, the chairs are bare, but still I breathe you in the air. The stage remembers where we stood, our song still bleeding in the wood. No photographs, no final bow, just melody between us now. Let the trumpet take my ache, let every note be what we break. So one more solo, soft and low, let it rise, then let me go. No speeches, tears, or second looks, just chords between the lines we took. The lights can dim, the breeze can blow, but one more solo, then I'll go. We built our love in minor scales, in passing notes and fragile trails. And though the page will turn from here, I'll leave my heart in what you hear. So one more solo, untrue, not for me and not for you, but for the silence we outgrew. For when it fades, I'll disappear, but every echo leaves near.
He tipped his brim like old romance and asked me for a second dance. He held my hand, but not too tight. He said, "Good morning, late at night." He smiled like jazz in smoky bars, but blinked like truth behind cigars. He led me round that ballroom floor, but never stepped through any door. His hat said yeah, his eyes said maybe. He walked like love but spoke half shady. He'd lean in close, then step away, swing that won't quite start to play. He kissed my glove, not lips or cheek, then vanished slow by end of week. He bought me drinks, he knew his lines. He danced like someone born in rhymes, but never called me by my name. Just darling, sugar was her flame. And when I asked what this could be, he smiled and said, "Just wait and see." A man like that won't leave a trace, but still I see his shadowed face. His hat said yes, his eyes said be. He spun like swing but sang off baby. He toasted to us in passing cheer, then disappeared from year to year. He left the chase, the sweet unrest, but never stayed to see the rest. Now every man in tailored coat reminds me of that half-said note. And when the band begins to play, I feel his shrug and walk away. His hat said yes, his heart said when. His soul just danced and back again. I wore my red, I gave my cue, but he stayed stuck in shades of blue. So if you see him, don't ask me. His hat said stay, his eyes said flee. She comes in quiet at 8:30. Same old coat, same look of fate. She doesn't smile, she doesn't speak, just orders rye and stirs for weeks. Table 5 by the window's glow, and every night she waits real slow. She ain't a ghost, she pays her drink, but leaves a silence white as ink. It's blues for the 5th table near the wall, where heartbreak sits and shadows fall. She taps her nail in minor time, like waiting might reset the rhyme. She reads no book, she hums no song,
she just breathes deep and hopes to roam. The jukebox skips when she walks in. The barkeep nods, then pours her sin. The band once played her favorite line. She flinched, then swore she felt just fine. She checks the door, but never leaves, and folds her napkin just like grief. I've seen the strong, I've served the bold, but blues like hers don't just grow old. It's blues for the fifth table, soft and still, where time stands up and breaks its will. She orders light, but drinks it dark, and leaves the room with half a spark. No one to hold, no place to cry, just one more drink and long goodbye. Some folks come in loud and wild, but her silence sings like a missing child. And if you've ever loved too deep, you'll see her pain before she speaks. It's blues for the fifth table. Every night she waits for him in barroom light, and though the world forgets her face, she carves his name in empty space. I wipe her glass, I dim the stage, but her blues stay away on every page. She never knocked, just filled the air with jasmine curls and velvet stare. She leaned against the bar like dusk and left your name in ashes hushed. She whispered low, but burned with flame, and no one ever knew her name. She kissed like chords in half-light bloom. She wore her smoke like fine perfume. She wore smoke like perfume drifting slow. She'd smile once and softly go. No trail to chase, no vow to keep, just shadows curling where you sleep. She never stayed, she never ran, she vanished like a whispered fan. Her laugh was low, her steps were still. She spoke in looks that bent your will. She danced with time, then let it guide, and left a jazz note in your side. The room would dim, the gin would glow, but only silence saw her go. The band would pause when she passed through, like even brass forgot to cue. She wore smoke like perfume slow and warm, a storm of grace with no alarm. She sipped her drink like sacred sin and never let the fire begin. Yet every man she didn't take still felt her haunt in every ache. Some say she lived inside a tomb that rose at dusk and died by noon. And if you listen close at night, you'll smell her song beneath the light. She wore smoke like perfume gone by dawn, but lingered long when she was gone. So if you dream in saxophone and taste regret when you're alone, just know she's there, one breath, one, the girl who wore her smoke like perfume. You came in late with two left shoes and brought your charm with dented blues. You held me close, then looked away, then danced me wrong the rightest way. We missed the step, we missed the rhyme, but found a beat in 4/4 time. You ain't smooth and I ain't sweet, but honey, somehow we still meet. It's ragged love in 4/4 time. We swing off key but feel just fine. We fight in flats, we kiss in sharp. We're torn, we patch, we split, we spark. No perfect notes, no grand design, just ragged love and rhythm wine. You hum too loud, I sigh too long. You play my nerves like your trombone song. I roll my eyes, you tap your glass. We break like swing, then let it pass. The neighbors stare, the band don't mind. They know this tune in 4/4 time. We're wrong in style, we're loud in grace, but baby, love still finds its place. It's ragged love in 4/4 time, like torn fish nets with perfect shine. We miss the bridge, we lose the key, but baby, you still swing with me. So take my hand, ignore the signs. Let's stomp this love in crooked lines. The band may scoff, the crowd may frown, but we keep dancing upside down. 'Cause love don't need to hit on cue, it just needs guts and someone true. It's right to love in 4/4 time, not built to last, but built to climb. We bruise, we bend, we snap, we glue, but still we waltz like only we do. So here's to fly. midnight Friday with trumpet lips and swinging shoes. You can bring me flowers Tuesday and sing the low-down bebop blues. You can dance me round on Saturday with gin and rhythm in your hand. Become the Lord's Day morning babe, you best not wake the band. I keep my peace, I rest my toes, and Sundays when temptation goes. No saxophones on Sunday, love. No scat, no brass, no push, no shove. You can groove me 6 days out of 7, but Sunday's made for silence in heaven. So hold the groove and hush that slide, 'cause even sinners need to hide. You played your solo in my bed, your riff still ringing in my head. You kissed me sharp, you loved me loud, you turned the neighbors to a crowd. But when the bells begin to chime and I pull on my quietest dress, you best leave your jazz behind and text your sax some rest. My preacher says the soul must breathe, and baby, mine needs space to grieve. No saxophones on Sunday, child. No clarinet that plays too wild. You can wail from Monday straight through noon, but keep it down when comes that tune. The hymn, the hush, the holy sway. Don't bring your brass till Judgment Day. We fought till dawn. You played like sin, but now be gone. Let church bells ring, let silence fall. You played your part, now hear the call. No saxophones on Sunday, dear. No reed, no slide, no whispers near. You blew my mind, you wrecked my bed, but Sunday's for the still instead. So save your jazz, your charm, your scrub. Come back Monday when the bars reopen. But shut. He plays the horn with lips of stone, each note so clean, so cold, alone. He doesn't flinch, he doesn't break, just lets the music hum and ache. I watch him blow through every tune and wonder if he feels me soon. His trumpet tells 1,000 things, but never shows the pain it brings. The trumpet don't cry, but I do. It holds its breath, I break in two. It sings of loss and shining brass, while I dissolve in smoky glass. He plays his part, he turns away, but I still bleed through what he plays. The room goes dim, the crowd leans in. He bends the blues, I drown in gin. He never missed a single note, while I read silence in his throat. They call him cool, they call him fire, but I just call him my desire. He left me with a minor key and played like I was a melody. He left me with a minor key and played like I was a melody. The trumpet don't cry, but I do. It keeps it shining black and blue. It soars where I have sung so low. It sings what I can't even show. He plays the noises like we were fine, but I can't leave that final line. And every solo rips me wide. He never looked back when he lied. But still I come, and still I stay, to hear what he can't seem to say. The trumpet don't cry, but I do. Its voice stays pure, mine breaks in two. So let him play and let me fall. The brass won't break, but I lose all. And when he blows that final hue, he'll never cry, but I see you cry. But I still do. You didn't smile, you didn't speak, just played that phrase so slow, so weak. But in that stretch of quiet sound, my lonely heart was music bound. It wasn't loud, it wasn't bright, but something whispered, this feels right. No lyrics came, no words were due, just one half note and there was you. I found you in a half note, barely played, in spaces where the songs would fade. No harmony, no grand refrain, just breathe between the joy and pain. You didn't call, you didn't move, but I still heard what I could prove. The band kept on, the chords ran through, but I was stuck inside that blue. The moment held me like a spell, a silence only hearts can tell. Never meant to reach for mine, but music crossed that fragile line. You looked away, but still I knew that something right between us two. I found you in a half note, soft and true, a shadow stretched in tone and hue, not in a kiss, not in a glance, but in the breath of second chance. You didn't stay, you didn't try, but left a song I can't deny. years longing not to end. I found you in a half-note quiet flame that lit my soul but left no name. No verse to keep, no voice to chase, just music's ghost in empty space. You may forget, you may not know, but I still live in that one note you let go. They said wear black, they said speak low, they set the pews in careful row. But when I heard that snare drum hit, I knew he wouldn't rest one bit. No dirge, no hymn, no whispered prayer, just saxophones that split the air. He never walked in quiet pace. Why mourn him now with solemn face? We played bebop at the funeral, fast and hot like he would do. No weeping strings, no gospel sighs, just solo screaming truth in blue. He didn't fade, he didn't kneel, he blew his life and made it real. The preacher stared, the deacon frowned, his bassline shook the hollow ground. The mourners blinked, unsure in the moon, but then their shoes began to groove. 'Cause grief and swing can share the stage when soul walks out in wild outrage. He told us once, don't want me more, I want my casket played full style. So we played bebop at the funeral, with runs so sharp they burned the sky. Each note a flame, each riff a cry, each breath the reason not to lie. He didn't ask for peace or slow, he asked for jazz before he'd go. Some say it's wrong, some say it's sin, but we heard him in every spin. And if you listened close that day, you'd swear he scattered on his way. So play bebop at my funeral too. Don't hush the horns, just blow them true. No saintlit robes, no saints in white, just stomp that floor and play me right. Let heaven know, let angels shout, I lived in jazz and danced right out.